I got nothing.
Thank you for doing this. And you don't really want to be here.
Dead Night, formerly known as Applecart, which in my opinion is a much more interesting title, is directed by Bradford Burra. It stars Brea Grant and Barbara Crampton, and it tells the story of a mother who takes her family into the woods and then has an experience. If that description sounds vague, that's only because I have no idea what the fuck happened in this movie. I mean it when I say this might be one of the most insane films I've ever seen in my life. And I mean, I've watched some weird shit on this channel, but this movie might be the craziest. If only for the nonsensical, surreal, disjointed, fever dream-esque direction this film takes as it goes on. There's a weird penis plant, and a magic rock, and witches that kill people with tree branches and also tell the future by watching TV. It's honestly so insane that it's kind of amazing. For the entire final third of this film, I was just staring at the screen wide-eyed, mouth agape, trying to comprehend what the fuck I was seeing. So let me walk you through this acid trip really quick. There's this family headed by Brea Grant who are heading up to a cabin in the mountains with their daughter's friend because the mother believes that the energies there will cure her husband's cancer. Meanwhile, there are witches in the woods with a magic rock that turns people into deadites when you stab it into their brain. And then there's a magic penis plant that does this. So there's that. And then Barbara Crampton's there, and she's maybe a demon, but she also wants to be president. And the Forest Witches are watching all of this unfold as a future true crime TV special because they just have a bunch of TVs out in the woods that they watch and see the future unfold on. Now you're probably hearing that and thinking, Lee, come on, you're exaggerating, you skipped a few steps to make it seem more funny. None of that makes sense, and it seems like it doesn't all fit together. Yes. If there was ever an example of how editing can make or break a film, Dead Night is it. The editing for this film is... well, it's a nightmare. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Supposedly this is the recut version of the film too, meaning the original one must have been completely unwatchable. And given how badly edited this cut is, I can only imagine what the first cut of the film must have been like.
Holy shit.
Because what we got is a jumbled Frankenstein-esque creation that feels like it was just a hodgepodge of different ideas from different spec scripts. You have magic, you have witches, you have a serial killer, you have true crime, you have demons, you have cults, and none of it fits together at all. I do want to take a minute to give credit where credit is due, though. This film does do some things right. The cold, wintry mountain aesthetic of the movie is gorgeous, and I really love the overall cinematography and shot composition. It's very nice to look at. The practical effects are actually pretty damn solid, and they really help to lend to the overall crazy, Evil Dead-style picture this movie's painting. Brea Grant is continuing to make a really big splash in the indie horror scene back in Beyond the Gates. I've loved her since she was in Heroes, and she's very good in this with the very little that she's given, and it's nice to see her getting some recognition in the genre. And then of course there's the queen herself, Barbara Crampton, who just continues to be an indie horror powerhouse. This woman's been a horror icon since the 80s, and in the last few years she's made a really big resurgence in the indie horror scene. Even in films that don't deserve it or her, she's always giving it her all and always delivering these fun, energetic, crazy performances that really help to improve even the worst of films. This movie's no exception to that. She's easily the highlight, and she's delivering an entertaining performance that lends a bit of depth to a character that I really didn't understand at all. Plus, on top of that, she still looks fantastic. My main bit of puzzlement in this movie comes from the fact that I have no idea what it wanted to be. Was it trying to be serious and it was just generally an incompetently made film where the creators had no idea what it wanted to be? Or is it a brilliant attempt at recreating Evil Dead Demon Wind style 80s cheese? Because there are plenty of instances where this movie reminded me a lot of both of those films. It's just crazy, nonsensical, over-the-top 80s style camp, and I really gotta recommend it on that notion alone. It's kind of amazing. And whether it was intentionally bad or not, I had a fucking blast watching it, and I'm gonna say that Dead Night is ironically enjoyable. It's worth watching for Barbara Crampton and Brea Grant and the aesthetic of it all, and it's also worth watching for the bad editing and the complete lunacy of pretty much everything in the movie. Give it a watch, have some drinks, check it out, because honestly, it's kind of incredible. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, click down there and like and comment and subscribe. There's a lot of crazy reviews coming this month. Slender Man is coming up very soon, and I'm going to be seeing that with a lot of my fellow creators. So I'm going to try and put up a little video of all of us talking about it after we get out of the screening. Patreon link is down in the description if you guys want to donate to my channel and help me improve the quality of these videos, help me improve the quantity of these videos, and really just make better content for you all as a whole. I would really appreciate it, guys. Every dollar helps, but even if you don't want to donate, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.
I'm gonna kill you for this.
No, you're not, dear.